Hey everybody! We are the Welches and we are here in our kitchen today making apple juice, applesauce, probably bread, and also watching our favorite movie. Yep, so I think that's long enough. Anyway, we are just busy making. We are finished with all of our work and stuff for the day, and we are just going to be little homemakers. It's gonna be really fun. I'll show you any updates that happen later and any fun things. Everybody's screwed. Alrighty, got an update. I am about to back out of my parking spot, head down the road, and go to Richard Cambrell's to go grab a stock pot so that we can can the applesauce and any of the apple juice, because I think you can can apple juice, you can can anything. Anyway, so that we can can it, and then it will be awesome forever. Yeah. Yep. So that's what I'm headed to do. Later! Nothing can ever just be a normal trip. As you notice, my hair is slowly leaking from its source. Oh my gosh. When I arrived here at Richard Cambrell's, I finished my video, I stepped out of the car. I didn't notice that the dogs, like, I heard the dogs, and I was like, that's weird. I was like, they're already making sounds. They usually can't hear that I'm here yet. And then I hear this high-pitched, like, squeal, okay? And I'm like, what on earth? And it keeps on happening. And I look over, and I'm like, Clifford is sitting down, and Izzy is jumping like a friggin' bean all over the place, okay? She's, like, literally everywhere. She's a puppy and she's a lunatic. But and then I notice that Clifford is the one that's screeching. It's not Izzy. It's not just like she's being whatever. So then I realize that the two dogs, Camden had placed the stake for Izzy's tie out too close to Clifford, so that Clifford's leg was completely, it was like wrapped around like 3 times and then looped in and out of the rest of the whole thing. It was in this huge knot. And as Izzy kept jumping, Clifford kept squealing because she was tightening it and tightening and tightening it. And he couldn't get out, okay? He couldn't get out. And he was freaking out because it hurt so bad because it was pinching him at this point. And it had been like that for heaven knows how long, because Rich and Cambrell are out of town and Camden is in town, but she's not staying at the house. And she has like after school stuff, and you know, so she probably brought them outside this morning, you know, so that they're not in the garage all day. They're just in the garage at night. And oh my gosh, I just cannot believe. And Clifford is such a good, obedient dog, but like, so I'm like trying to get Izzy to stop, and so then Izzy finds the water bowl and she starts drinking it up like crazy because she couldn't ever drink out of her full water bottle. I mean, her full water bowl. She could never do that. That would be too reasonable. So she's like Clifford's like 3rd full water bowl. She's like, oh my gosh, water, I'm dying of thirst. And so she's like drinking like crazy. And then, so the first thing I did is I unclipped Izzy, but then she came over and she kept jumping, and Clifford was trying to get away, and Clifford's leg would start hurting because she'd be jumping and he'd pull away and it would tighten. And I was like, oh my gosh. And then I was like, Izzy, this is enough. So I'm trying to untangle it, and I get to a point in the knot where I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't do this. So then I'm like, okay, whatever, I need to get Izzy out. So I go and put Izzy in the garage. I come back to Clifford, and I tell him to stay, and I'm starting to untie it again. I realize that I can't get any further with the knot, and I'm like, how does this unhook from the tie out? Luckily, they're both like little, just like the little dog leash clicky-on-y things, so they're super easy to unhook. So I unhook Izzy's tie out so that Izzy's tie out is just completely not attached to anything except for the giant knot. So then I'm able to finally work it out. But during this process, Clifford is like freaking out, and he's a massive dog, okay? Like I'm sitting down and he's taller than me when he's sitting. Yeah. So he's sitting, he's taller than me, and I'm just like trying to get him to calm down, and he's like freaking out because he's like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna lose my leg. And I'm like, you're not gonna lose your leg if you would just stop freaking out. So then I'm getting it untangled, and he keeps squirming, and I have to like switch sides a couple times because he'll like sit on top of his leg, and then I can't reach it anymore, and so I just had to rework it like 1,000 times. And like I'm noticing that it's starting to become more loose, and I'm like, okay, we are finally getting somewhere. Hallelujah. And so I get it all the way off, and I say, okay, go Clifford. And he starts running around the yard, and he's just so excited. Oh, I forgot to mention that every time that Izzy would pull on it, he had been like trying to like bite on the wires to like on the tie outs to try to get them to be off. So his foot is covered in slobber when I first get here because he's like freaking out, and he's like trying to bite it off, and then sometimes when Izzy would pull, he would like try to bite my hand, but he realized there was a hand there, and so he didn't like actually bite down on me, but like his teeth went, and I was like, ugh, please don't bite me. And so everything's fine. So I fixed that, and everything is fine. Got him untied, went inside, found the stock pot. I filled both of the dogs' bowls with food, and Clifford's a little bit more because I was like, this poor dog, his poor leg. I mean, his leg is obviously fine, but like the whole experience is just like a lot for anybody to handle, let alone the dog whose leg is like being pinched because the little dog can't handle it. I tie Izzy back out. She just eats and eats and eats, and now they're both over there just being as cute as can be. I'll show you a picture. I'll pan to them real quick so that you can see. They are. Clifford is the black dog. He's kind of hard to see because he's in the shadow. But Izzy's that little golden doodle just sitting there looking at us. Hi guys! Hi Izzy! Hi Clifford! Hi Izzy! Hi! Clifford! You're a good boy! Ruff, ruff. 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 Izzy and I are having a riveting conversation. Yeah, Clifford's back there. You can barely see him. Hi, Iz. I guess I should show everybody how cute you are. Oh, good. You just splashed your water everywhere. Hi, Iz. Good girl. You're a good girl, huh? Yeah, Izzy. You're so sweet. I love you. I love you, baby girl. You're the cutest. Okay, now I'm going to walk a very long way around to Clifford, because now the two dogs can't reach each other. Hi, Cliff. Hi, Clifford. You good boy. You good boy. Yeah? Are you as tall as me now? You a good boy. Okay, down. Good boy. Sit. Hey. Cliff, sit. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Hi, Clifford. I'm not standing. I'm sitting. Hey, bud. Yeah. Are you a lover? Are you a lover? Oh! You're so messy. Good boy. His giant football head. It's bigger than that. Ah! Hey. Hey. Yeah, you're a good boy. You're a good boy. Okay. Bye, guys. They're crazy, and now I have dog slobber all over me, even more than I already did. Because as soon as I got him untied, when it was getting to the end, he was like licking me, and he was like so excited. And he was just so happy that he wasn't like tied up anymore around his leg. Because Clifford's a good dog. He doesn't mind being outside on his tie out. Super obedient, doesn't run away now. Took a while for him to get that way, but dog fiasco. I'm like, somebody should have been there to video me, like, doing all of this by myself, because it was amazing, and I was like, dog rescuer. It was awesome. Now I'm gonna drive back home. See ya! Wouldn't wanna be ya.
You need to pour that teapot of water in the bottom.
In the bottom of...
Down here.
Oh, okay. Smells delicious. Those are my cheese crackers. They have nothing to do with anything. How much juice is gonna come out?
I don't know.
Do we have a container ready for that?
Jars.
Oh, we're canning the juice, not the applesauce?
Yeah.
Oh. Got it. That was very unclear to me.
You can come see how much juice there is.
Oh my gosh. That's amazing. That's the coolest thing ever. That was probably really freaking out. Your glasses are all like fogged over. Oh, that's really funny. Man, this is freaking crazy. We're making for real apple juice. This is amazing. Wow. This is the coolest thing we've ever done. Do you feel like the most amazing person in the world?
That's pretty cool.
Ooh. Sorry, I could have helped.
Okay. And then here's just take this. I need your help.
Yeah, where do you want it? I mean, what do you want me to do?
Either hold this.
Yeah, I will. Is it too hot? It's the second drawer. Okay, that was pretty stressful. Do we have to do this multiple times? Oh. Oh my gosh, this is seriously the coolest thing ever. Yeah, do you want, hey, this oven mitt that grips so you can like close things? This is so cool.
gonna stick it inside.
Yeah. This is usually the coolest brain thing. Do we know how much it's supposed to make?
I suppose we should taste.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. But it's like lava. Yeah, that's pretty hot. I mean, it should be really hot because it's boiling, but... Oh my gosh, this is so... Sticking into the freezer for cooling down. Our house smells like apple mania. Anything to say on that, Lauren?
I love the smell.
Yeah, it smells so good. Oh my gosh, it's like, it smells like hot apple cider, but like better because it's straight fresh from Commodities Guy. So, for those of you who don't know about Commodities Guy, there's this wonderful man who lives in Blackfoot, Idaho. We don't actually know where he lives or if he actually has a residence. But this man, he, this summer, he started bringing my aunt and Uncle Rich and Cambrell, he started bringing them these things that he called commodities because he's like, you guys will finish before I do. And like, at first it started out normal and then things started to be like half open cans of stuff. It's like so weird. But he brought over this giant, I'm talking giant, bag of apples. How much did you say you thought it was, Lauren?
No idea. It looked like a lot.
Yeah.
50, 60 pounds maybe?
Yeah, like huge. And Cambrell's like, she was like, you want some apples? You can take them, because we've had other things that we've gotten from them, from Commodities Guy. Because that's what they call him. Because Cambrell asked him his name once, and he couldn't remember his name, and she's too embarrassed to ask again.
I thought it was, they've asked his name, and like, they've both forgotten it. And they're too embarrassed to ask again.
Could be. I don't remember. Anyway, they don't remember his name, so everybody just calls him Commodities Guy. So, this apple juice applesauce is brought to you by Commodities Guy. We have our oh my gosh, apple peeler slicer combo dealio going on here. And this is the beginnings of it's like a applesauce maker or something like that. So, yeah, you gotta tighten this onto the counter better. This is not going as well as planned.
It's how good though. No, it's not.
No,
peeling.
it's not peeling. I figured out what the problem was, and I hope it fixed it. Here we go. Oh, much better. Ugh, except for this stupid thing. Oh my gosh. This is not going well, folks. Oh my, I don't know why this is happening. This has never happened to me before.
You wanna take a rake to...
Here it comes. Tink! Taste test. Wow.
Yummy, yummy, yummy.
I have never tasted better apple juice in my life. Holy cow. Oh my gosh. Lauren, what's your rating? 2 thumbs up. Okay, here we are using the food strainer thing to make applesauce that lady who owns Geraldine's Bakery in our ward not gave to us. She let us borrow. Check it out. You crank the wheel And apparently you don't even have to core the apples because, oh, Lauren, you need to have stuff at the end to get the crap out because it's just gonna fall right out. Yeah. And all, like, you don't have to core them. We did for the juice, but what am I?
Washcloth.
Washcloth. Where is the washcloth? Oh, right here. And the apples are just getting smashed down. And the applesauce is coming out. Is the crank hard to turn or is it like super easy?
Oh, it's super easy.
That's amazing. This is so, oh my gosh. Look, it's starting to poop out the bad stuff. And by the bad stuff, I mean the peels. Oh my gosh, this is crazy. This machine is amazeballs. And I imagine because there's different like sizes that you can, of the holes you can put on, so you can do like pumpkin and stuff like that. But I bet that.
Want to get a spatula to
This is a mess though.
scrape it down?
Yeah, it will all fall.
I know.
Look, you can even go like that to make it fall quicker. Oh my gosh, this is amazing. What? It's, when you do that, sometimes it spurts out these little holes. Lauren, on a scale of 1 to 10, how do you rate this product?
Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Looks like barf up here though.
Yeah, it kind of looks like barf down here, but applesauce kind of looks like barf in general if you think about
No,
it.
but like that's like applesaucey. This is like legit threw up with chunks.
With chunks. Oh my gosh. That tastes so good. You don't even put anything in that. People who put sugar in this crap are crazy. Why would you put sugar in this?
I don't know.
It comes with sugar.
Granted, we like boiled off a bunch.
No. You have no idea how good this stuff tastes. I just took a taste. Oh look, it's about to poop out its first poop. Poop out the poop! That looks seriously so gross.
It's like dried nasty potato skins.
Yeah, like, it just looks awful. Oh my gosh, it's gonna fall.
Okay, you want to scoop that stuff in here?
Sure. Update, we have a giant bowl of applesauce. And a tiny bowl of core poop. And skin poop. That stuff is seriously so gross looking. Getting down to the last bit of the first batch of applesauce. Because we have our second batch of apple juice going in there right now, which will get us 4 more jars of juice, and will get us this much more applesauce. So basically, we're so awesome. Tell everybody what you said to our family.
Oh, this makes me want to like live in like a cabin somewhere where there's no, like, you have like solar panels or whatever, and you grow all your food in a garden.
Live off the grid, and you just make all your
Screw you, government. Even though that's not how I feel.
Even though that's not how I feel, and that's what other people who are doing that actually do feel. Oh man, this is crazy! Crazy sauce. Just get it because it's applesauce. Okay. We have gotten to basically the end of all of our apples, and we need to do a taste test. Royal Lauren, wilt thou grab spoons? Yeah, there's the last bit that will come out. I think that's right about it. That's amazing. Also the core and poops and stuff, they're just so gross. Yeah, I think that's like really it. Man, that's amazing and awesome. It's awesome that the corn stuff doesn't come through. That's like seriously so freaking awesome. Okay.
Cool.
Okay, spoons.
Oh.
Just because we have to be official with spoons in our taste testing.
Hold on.
Let me get the rest out. Probably have to take the cover off to get the rest of that out. That is so crazy. Oh my gosh, this is the coolest thing we've ever done. Cooler than anything by far. Oh my gosh, this is so awesome. Look at all the applesauce we have! This is amazing. This is with nothing in it. Might I also clarify? This is just the apples post-steaming. The apples post-steaming. That's it. Also, my hair looks like a cockatoo. Ignore that. Just witness the applesauce. So good. Okay, come on. I'm dying.
Make sure that it's all like.
I'm chomping at the bit.
Trying to make sure it's all.
It's
like
all even.
the same consistency.
Right. Okay, ready? Oh man.
That's pretty awesome.
That's freaking good. We will not be putting any sugar in that because that tastes so good.
Kevin wants to do honey.
No.
It's local.
Why would we put honey in that?
I don't know.
We wouldn't. It needs nothing. Seriously.
Some cinnamon in it.
Yeah, you could put cinnamon in it if you want cinnamon applesauce.
Alexa, set a timer for 40 minutes.
And that is like so creamy. It's not like, it's not grainy. It's like creamy. Wouldn't you say so, Lauren? It's like weird. It's like, I've never thought that applesauce could be creamy, but you learn something new every day. Further update, we are enjoying this endeavor so much that Lauren has found that there's a lady selling 40 pounds of apples for 20 bucks. Because she has like lots of apples or something. And we are, for 30 bucks?
Yeah.
Oh.
I just looked it up again.
Either way, it's amazing. And we are addicted now. So, right now we currently have a gallon and 3/4 of a gallon of apple juice. And we currently have almost a full gallon of applesauce. We have technically 7/8 of a gallon. So, yep, we are pumped. This has been a really awesome endeavor and we are so excited. And we haven't even done the rest of the applesauce from the rest of the apples from Commodities Guy. So, this is going to be great fun. Okay. We ran around all over town looking for jars to can with, and the last place that we went was Winco, and surprisingly, they were the cheapest, which is crazy because Walmart's were like twice as expensive. I mean, no, not twice as expensive, $2 more. But we, finished doing our juice before we left to run around town, and Lauren's just doing the last bit of the applesauce right now from the first batch of apples. Also, we did go pick up those other apples, the 40 pounds for $30 or whatever. It's a pretty great, awesome deal, and bum ba da bum. Here's the apple juice. It has sealed itself. See, no clicky. Bum ba da bum bum bum. Yeah, I basically feel like the coolest person on planet Earth because we have friggin' apple juice that we made. Who makes apple juice? Not me, usually. And then here is our, obviously, applesauce that hasn't obviously sealed itself. See, and now the little seals are popping down now that I touch them because the applesauce was warm, but they'll still get their water bath. But here's our applesauce. What say ye, Lauren? Did they drop in the, yep. These are the Macintosh apples that we bought. I'm gonna get this gross bit.
Just right in there.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, is that the correct direction? Yeah, that's the right direction. Yeah, that was a little bit like, what was that click noise? Yeah, well. Here comes the applesauce crank again. Yeah, we've been around town for 2 hours now. And surprise buy, we were gonna get our jars from Goodwill, but they were actually more expensive at Goodwill than like any of the places that we were gonna get them tonight, brand new, with lids and everything. But anyway, at Goodwill, I was like, well, I'm gonna look around real quick because Lauren said that the Goodwill around here is like really great. So I found this cute shoe, okay? Perfectly my size and essentially brand new. Like, these have not been worn. Like, look at the heel, look at the treads on the bottom of that shoe. They've barely been worn. Barely. These shoes have barely been worn. Normally, they are $8. Ah, ha, ha, ha. Out comes the applesauce. But normally they are $8 at Goodwill, but it was green tag. I don't know if it's day, night, week, whatever, but everything that was a green tag was how much? $1. I paid, well, I was going to pay $1.06 for these shoes, but I had $1 and a $5 bill, and I was like, ugh. And she said, and well, that's what I thought to myself. I was like, oh, really? And then she said, would you like to round that up to $2 for Goodwill Association or something, charity, Goodwill? And I was like, yes. And she was like, thanks. Like, she's like, you're the best. And I'm like, yes, that is why I donated. Not because I didn't want 96 cents and change. 94 cents, not 96. It was $1.06, so that's 94. Yep, but that was our crazy evening, and I have brand new shoes that I basically bought for $1. And sadly, this ratchet lady who was in there right before us, who checked out right in front of us, she was so ratchet. She got these Tom's wedges that were like basically brand new. I was like, I need those. No, not your wardrobe, mine. But it's fine because I have these ones. Because I've been wanting a pair of cute little Oxford heel church shoes for like at least a century. And you can ask my mom. But anyway. Lauren, would you like to tell everybody what you're creating the sound effect for?
The peels and everything popping off the end. All this nasty stuff.
Oh my gosh. That's something in your eye?
That mug like flew straight at it.
Oh. I thought it was apple something. Okay, well, Lauren, we're gonna sign out. Do you know what to say?
I dropped a peace sign.
No, you don't drop a peace sign.
I do.
Okay. Well, I need you to say what we need to say, which is this
Until
is.
next LTAT, keep on, BYNB.
No, that is Good Mythical Morning. We are not Good Mythical Morning, as much as we might hope. Lauren, we are the Welch family unscripted, so we say this is the Welch family unscripted. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3.
Oh,
This.
wow, that's a big poop.
Oh my gosh! Ready? 1, 2, 3. This is the Welch family unscripted. Hope you've enjoyed your moments with Mads today. Bye.